Hello one and all and welcome back to the Chelsea FC save with me Throughball FM. It's episode 34 today. We've got a Champions League tie against Valencia. Right then, so we've got quite a bit to catch you up on after the European Super Cup triumph against Red Bull Leipzig, which went awfully well. Our first game was against Southampton in the Premier League and we took revenge, sweet revenge. 3-0 victory. Kante, Morata and a Ajiki own goal. See by the match stats that we fully deserved our win, 30 shots to their 2. 8 on target, they didn't have any. Our next game was an away 2-0 win against Everton, which is always a good result because Everton are never easy to play at Goodison Park. But we made it look fairly easy. However, 31 shots and 13 on target don't really tell the story. We didn't make actually any clear-cut chances. I think Willian's one of Willian's 88th minute goal was a free kick and his 34th minute goal was a bit of a blinder. So we never actually created that many chances. I know it says there was a lot of chance creation there. I mean, Fekir created 3 chances. But actually, we didn't actually play that well, but we just nullified Everton and it was 2-0. Pretty straightforward result in the end. You might have actually noticed something in that team screen there that we've signed Matteo Guendouzi. Now, Matteo Guendouzi has gone to Arsenal in real life, but he was actually at Marseille on this. I think they'd purchased him from Lorient, yeah, that's right. So they purchased him for £5.5 million. Played 14 times, got 2 goals. Not really too bad. He'd already played this season for Marseille as well. We paid £8.75 million for him, and he is going to be trained up as a backup regista for Jorginho. Then we followed that up with our third Premier League victory on the bounce. Home game against Huddersfield. We did dominate this one, and we probably should have won it by more. It was a closer game actually than the Everton and the Southampton ones, but we probably should have won it by more. Belotti got himself a goal, his first goal in the league, and Willian with another goal. So I think Willian might actually be our top scorer so far, which is always handy. So after our 3 wins on the bounce, we then played Manchester City and we got beat. 3-2 defeat away from home to Manchester City. It's not really too bad a result, really. It was a very close game. We probably didn't deserve to lose it in the end, but Bernardo Silva had an absolute worldie. He got player of the match, as you can see there. Created some chances, played some key passes, got an assist and 2 goals. You can't really argue with that when somebody has such a good game. Nabil Fekir played 5 key passes and had 2 key chances. Our front 3 there, you can see, were awful. Eden Hazard continues to be awful, and Anthony Martial has got a real opportunity to embed his place as instead of Hazard, and we might actually even look to sell him. So that brings us to today then, and the Champions League Group H game against Valencia. Now, our Champions League group looks like this. So we have, you probably won't be able to see for my face actually, just 1 second. Yep, so you can probably see now we've got Monaco, Galatasaray and Valencia. It's not a really tough group. I would expect us to come through that group fairly comfortably, in all honesty. Away games against Monaco, I think we might have had in the first season. I think we did, if we just take a look at their schedule. Yes, so it was actually in the first season that we played Monaco in the Champions League, so that's a repeat of that season. But this season it's not too tough a group, and I'm happy with it, in all honesty. By the way, I posted a picture of the second seeds for this year's Champions League. It was absolutely unreal. Some of the teams in that group, Real Madrid were in there, I think Bayern Munich might have been in there. It was probably tougher than pot 1, to be honest. So then let's go play our first Champions League game of the season. Righty ho then, so this is the team to play Valencia. We've got Belotti up front with Martial and Willian as the wingers. Now Martial comes in for Hazard because Hazard can't expect to keep his place if he's not playing well. Fekir as usual, Kante and Guendouzi as the regista to get him trained up to that role. Luke Shaw in left back. James Tarkowski comes in, let's hope he doesn't get sent off this time. Kurt Zouma and Cesar as Piliqueta with Thibaut Courtois in goal. Let's submit the team. Okay, so there seems to be a bit of a theme emerging here. Quite a lot of teams seem to like playing the classic 4-4-2 formation. Is it coming back in fashion on Football Manager? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, they look like they've got a decent team. You know, Franny Coquelin there, former Arsenal player, Danny Parejo, Rodrigo, the now Fulham player Luciano Vietto, Carlos Soler, João Cancelo. Looks a very good team, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Having said that, we still should be comfortably beating them. I'm going to tell the boys that we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. A couple of them are motivated. Let's just get into the game, please. Right then, 2 managers. Look at me on the touchline there, shaking hands with whoever the manager. I think it's Marcelino, the manager of Valencia these days on this game. I'm not sure if he's in real life, as they've got another former Arsenal player in Gabriel Paulista at the back, and alongside Jason Murillo, who's always been a pretty decent player on this game. Early signs, dominating the game, and we've got a corner. Nabil Fekir takes it, Coquelin away. Guendouzi now picks it up. He's got big fuzzy hair in real life, looks a bit like David Luiz. Zuma, Kante, lovely ball, is it? No, Neto picks it up. Neto in the net. I wonder if he hangs out with his friends Lidl and Aldi. Neto bashes it up the pitch. Vieto, Neto to Vieto, Rodrigo, and he scored. It's 1-0 to Valencia. Possibly underestimated Valencia here, but it's a nice assist from Vieto. We just didn't deal with it. If we take another look at this, what's went wrong here? Neto just knocked it up the pitch. Guendouzi headed it straight to Coquelin, who played it to Vieto. Number 26 there ran out. I think it was Tarkowski, and left the space. Zuma couldn't cover both right centre back and right back, and Rodrigo just slotted it home. So 1-0 to Valencia then, and we're not looking great. We're going to have to whip out some encouragement. Tony Lato's picked up an injury. As Fekir does whip one in. And is this going to be a counter-attack again? He's Jonathan Vieira. Jonathan Vieira just goes past all of our defence with ease. Courtois bails us out, but that was far too easy. Luke Shaw and I think it was Tarkowski both beaten far too easily there. Danny Parejo to whip it in. Nodded away by Kante, probably the smallest guy in the pitch. Now can we counter? He's Willian. Willian up the right hand side. Can he cross it in? There's nobody there. What a tackle that is from Bigas. Bigas. Now Jonathan Vieira. Rodrigo. Vieto. Luciano Vieto. And it's Valencia making all the early running here. I'm going to have to demand more when I can. Yes, I can now, so demand more. We just haven't been very good. Willian. Kante. Martial. It's gone in, but it's offside and it won't count. 40 minutes gone and we're not looking like getting an equaliser. Belotti's had a really, I was going to say shit game, but he's had a really poor game anyway. Jonathan Vieira now with a chance before half-time. Can we get back into it before half-time? This wouldn't be a great start to our Champions League campaign. Martial's just drifting past everyone. Anthony Martial! Did everything right until the end product there. It's half-time. We've been probably the dominant side, but Valencia have actually probably looked the more threatening. We've had more possession, more shots, one more shot on target. It's not really been a great half, to be honest. You know what's coming here, don't you, boys? Getting right into the boys. Expect to see a much better performance in the second half, please. 50 minutes and still no highlight in the second half, sorry. We do now have a highlight. Looks like it might be Valencia's, but Willian there intercepts brilliantly. Now he's Belotti, he hasn't got much support. What can he do? Wasn't travelling exceptionally fast there, was he? Cancelo to Carlos Soler. Tarkowski nips in and heads there. Fekir. Nabil Fekir tackled too easily. Should have passed the ball. Vieira. Oh, it's terrible from Jonathan Vieira, and Andrea Belotti sticks it home. Belotti could only do what he could there. You know, he was just there to finish it off, but it's a terrible mistake from the Valencia defender there. It was a good tackle. Gabriel Paulista just knocked it to Vieira, who played it back. Not enough pace on the ball, and Belotti just smashed it home. 1-1 then, and hopefully we can now kick on from here. Just going to encourage the boys after that. We've got a corner. Willian. Kante, who seems to be enjoying hitting them from range for this season for some reason. That rhymed. I was a poet and I didn't know it. 68 minutes gone then. I'm going to make our first substitutions of the game. Martial has been poor. We're actually going to get Kante off as well for Ross Barkley, who will provide a bit more attack and impetus. And we are actually, we're going to put Hazard on attack there. And that's all we'll do for now. 25 minutes, nothing really happening. I think we possibly need to make some tactical tweaks as Nani comes on for Valencia, one of our most hated players of all time. We're going to make some tactical tweaks here. We're going to stop retaining the ball because we don't really need to. Might go to mixed passing, take that off. We can still play out of defence and play slightly higher. But we are going to take the other stuff off, and just that still needs to be on, I think. And we'll look for the overlap, I think. Let's see if that makes a difference towards the end of the game. We need to change our mentality actually closer to the time to probably to attack. And Fekir, Hazard, no. Shaw, Fekir, Barkley, Fekir. Great ball, Hazard. He's offside. It's not going to count. I am going to change us to attacking here. A draw is not going to be really very good against Valencia at home, but they probably are one of the stronger sides, you would say, in this group. With Galatasaray and Monaco, they're probably a similar level to Monaco. Monaco probably a bit better, but you know, a draw at home to Valencia is not a great result. We probably should have won the game really. We didn't make the chances. Guendouzi actually got man of the match, which is a good thing there, playing in the Jorginho role. So I'm happy with that aspect of things. It's just the 1-1 draw wasn't good enough. You were not good enough today. That was the sort of match we should be winning. Should do this in the Jose Mourinho voice. You were not good enough today. That was the sort of match we should be winning. Passion for the game is passion for the game. Well, the team seemed to love that Mourinho impression, so, you know, why didn't you? And so Nabil Fekir did actually get injured with a bruised thigh after that game. Bruised thigh for 4 to 10 days. Get over it, man. Right, so after the disappointment of that 1-1 draw against Valencia, we're now going to play Bournemouth in probably our first double-header in a while, actually. It feels like it is, but it probably isn't. Galatasaray actually beat Monaco away from home, which is probably a good result for everybody in the group. Right, then we are back for the Bournemouth game. But just before we get into that, I want to show you Justin Kluivert. He's been having a whale of a time while he's been out on loan. Just wait until you see this. Justin Kluivert is improving. I like it. He's having a good time on loan at Wolves. He's got 4 goals in 5 Premier League games. I like it. Right then, so this is the team we're going to go with to play Bournemouth. We've got Courtois in goal, Tini, Christensen, and delete the old partnership. The old Premier League partnership from last season, which proved so successful. Cesar Azpilicueta were going to start the game on attacking because I found that worked against Huddersfield. We've got Jorginho, Kante, and Barkley because Fekir is injured. Hazard and Promes because I'm giving Willian a rest. That's exactly why Promes was brought in. So hopefully he can provide us with some firepower up there, the same way that Willian does. And we're going to play Morata as a complete forward on attack because Belotti's got 1 in 4 in the league. Morata's got 2 in 3. It's only fair that we stick with him, really. So Bournemouth go with the dreaded 4-1-4-1 formation with some decent players in there. They've got Mario Pjanic, obviously, who they bought from us. Marco Piaque, Danny Welbeck. But yeah, Ludwig Augustinsson in left back and Rafael Toloi at centre back. Hideteta Vest as the right back. Begovic as the goalkeeper, of course, former Chelsea player. But yeah, the dreaded 4-1 formation strikes again. 4-1 formation? 4-1-4-1, sorry. 4-1-4-1. Sounds weird now, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to assertively say we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. I'm pretty sure that'll shake them up. But no, in all seriousness, we need to get back to winning ways because we've now lost 1 and drawn 1 on the trot. Well, without winning 2, we need to get back on track. Faith. Right then, let's get cracking with this Bournemouth game. As Morata gets us underway, Barkley and Christensen play it between them. And we all know what comes next with these kick-off highlights. Nothing. Actually, we have a highlight after 4 minutes, and Danny Welbeck's coming forward menacingly if he can do that. What is all this space on the right-hand side? It doesn't matter. Ryan Fraser. Pjanic. Danny Welbeck. Woohoo! Danny Welbeck nearly caught me cold there. Not looking great, though. I mean, Bournemouth come forward again. Jorginho plays it to Tini now. Barkley to Hazard. What can Eden Hazard actually do in this game? He's just driving forward and kicks one way over the bar. So that great run was for nothing, really. But yeah, we've just not been great lately. I mean, we've been really good in our first couple of games and then dropped off a little bit. We do come forward now as Hazard gives it to Barkley on the edge. Kante, Promes, and it's knocked away by Bournemouth, but we come again. Kante now down the right hand side, drifting into some space. Clips it in. Barkley, it's a penalty which Hazard will take. I'm going to change this because I do not trust him to score the damn penalty. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it at all because I think that's just going to tempt fate. Hazard runs up to take it and misses. So yeah, I should have changed it. That was bound to happen, wasn't it? Bound to bloody happen. Right, Promes takes the corner. Can we capitalise on this bit of pressure? Kante, again, who loves hitting them from range. That's possibly why we aren't scoring from range, because I can't imagine N'Golo Kante's got that higher long shots, really. We do whip one in to Kante. We didn't whip it in, actually. It just went to the edge, but here's Barkley. That is a terrible pass. What was that pass from Ross Barkley? Oh, and Ryan Fraser's just left him in his wake. Rafael Toloi now. Pretty sure he's a centre-back. And to the post, Piaque. We were very lucky to escape there. Unreal stuff there. Oh man, we need to pick ourselves up. Come on, boys. Azpilicueta, left-footed whipping. Teta Vest away. Christensen. Hazard. Barkley, and Ross Barkley scored. Comes in for the injured Nabil Fekir, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. We need this win, really. We probably deserve to be behind, in all honesty, but Christensen just picked it up, give it to Hazard. Hazard played a nice ball. He's actually got himself an assist, Hazard, so I'm pleased with that. And then Barkley done the rest. 1-0 to Chelsea. Nothing really happening once again. It's quite an even game, to be honest with you. 55% possession, dominating the ball, but not really doing much with it. Pretty level on shots and what have you. So, yeah, Bournemouth have been pretty good in this first half, but we do have the lead. That's the important thing, and Morata's playing terrible again. I think I can say things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better, because we are. Start the second half. Bournemouth get us underway then in the second half as Ter Vest plays it back to Steve Cook, and the highlight ends yet again. Nothing happening at all. 57 minutes plus really nothing going on. We're just keeping the ball, I think, and nothing's happening. Callum Wilson's came on, who will pose a threat, but the 70 minutes gone. We're going to get Alvaro Morata off for Andrea Belotti, put him as his favourite advance forward role. Eden Hazard's managed to get a 6.6. It's because he missed a penalty, I think. But he's got an assist and a 6.6. That's quite pretty special from Eden Hazard. That. Going to get Kante off as well, bring Denis Suarez on for his first appearance of the season, and just see if we can actually close this game out now. 80 minutes gone now, and still nothing happening. There hasn't been one single highlight in this half. We do have one now. Hopefully it won't be for them. Jorginho, Suarez, Jorginho. Through for Promes. Quincy Promes gets his first league goal of the season. That's why we've brought him in, to provide William with some respite. That's exactly what he's done. Got himself a goal. Couldn't be happier with that, really. A nice assist from Jorginho as well, who actually found a little bit of space there, just on the edge of Bournemouth's box, and just played a nice little ball through. Promes with some good off the ball movement, and slotted it into Begovic's near post, which you'll have been disappointed with. Highlight straight away after the goal. Not encouraging. Bazalic now for Callum Wilson. Delete with a really good tackle. Just shut the door there on Callum Wilson. Denis Suarez now for Barkley. Can we make it 3? It's Promes. Can Belotti get himself a goal? Promes. Belotti! Hazard! What a save that is from Asmir Begovic. What a save. Suarez knocks it in now. Belotti. Barkley can hit them from range. It's blocked. Just want to go back and see that save from Asmir Begovic. Just have a look if we can see it. So Suarez came forward with it. Played it to Barkley. To Promes on this right hand side. Knocked it in. Belotti headed it, and Hazard. What a save that is. That is unbelievable. Don't often get to praise goalkeepers on this game, so I'm happy with that. Suarez now for Barkley. Promes again. Quincy Promes has got another goal. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes for Quincy Promes, assisted by Ross Barkley. A brace. Not bad at all. Putting some pressure on Willian now. 3-0 then. It's the game's looking beyond doubt, really, but we have got another highlight, and Kieran Tierney has ridiculously got himself sent off. That is unreal. What are you doing? Why are you getting yourself sent off in the 90th minute with 3-0 up? Just go and, stick a leg out, throw a leg out, you stupid, stupid boy. Right then, who wants to play a left back? Barkley's looking tired, so stick him out there in left back and bring Kurt Zouma potentially as a left back. Christensen play there? No, he can't. Can Delete play there? No, he can't. Aspilicueta can play there. What am I on about? Yep, and then just bring Zouma on for Barkers. It's not going to matter. I mean, we're at the end of the game. Terevest into Pjaka Halilovic, who was a wonder kid for so many years. What a tackle from Zouma. Look at that pace as well. Pjalic to Abest, Pjaka, or Piazza. I'm not sure how you say that name. Just know it's Marco Piazza, Croatian international. And that was some terrible play at the back. Callum Wilson gets his obligatory goal past me. He's one of those players that scores past me every single time on Football Manager without fail. I would have liked a clean sheet there, but it was... Whose fault was this? Whose fault was it? Jorginho. It was Jorginho's fault. It was a terrible pass. Yeah. But I like Jorginho, so I'm not going to hold him to it. It was past the allotted time anyway, so they shouldn't have even got the goal. Ref just felt sorry for them and gave them some more time, I think. But Hazard just runs forward with it, and we do deserve our win. Thank you, game. Quincy Promes with a brace, Ross Barkley with a goal. Could have been more comfortable had Eden Hazard actually scored that penalty. I did tempt fate, so it's partially my fault. But somebody with 19 penalty taken, which I think he has, yes, shouldn't be missing a penalty, really, should he? I say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. It was a difficult start to that game for us, and we came through it and ended up winning the game quite comfortably in the end. So happy with that. You're damn right. I'm going to issue Kieran Tierney a warning after that display. What an idiot! Promes is on form for us. I'll praise his performance. He was superb. Excellent stuff. 2-0. Kieran accepted his warning. Love and life. Right then, so we now are at the end of the episode, and it was one positive result for us there against Bournemouth. Nice 3-1 victory in the end. But the game against Valencia, I'm pretty disappointed with. We should basically win every home game that we play in the Champions League, but we're not going to this season because Valencia have taken that away from us. So that's pretty disappointing. But we go into now the Carabao Cup third round against Brighton, which I'm going to play behind the scenes. I'll also play this game against Arsenal behind the scenes, and then I think we'll come back. I might do a Champions League doubleheader. I might do Galatasaray and then do the 2 games behind the scenes and then come back for Monaco away. 2 away games as well. It's going to be actually quite a difficult group this, I think, because Galatasaray away, their home support is vociferous. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed episode 34. I can't believe I've done 34 episodes of this. It's quite harrowing, really. By the way, it's pouring down outside, so I don't know if you heard that, but it's if you can hear, I do apologise. But unfortunately, I can't control the rain, so can only apologise for it, but I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. But yeah, like I was saying before, saying something about, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you did, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will leave me a like, comment, or subscribe. Bye-bye! No, actually, no, not bye-bye. I actually meant to say my tagline before I went, which is, I would be most humbled. Thanks, everybody, now. Bye-bye!